you know what? And I didn't do, man. So, hey everyone. In case I'm having some technical issues, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be. It has to be. I'm waiting on the IG.
Amen.
Oh my goodness. You know what? I messed up. Instagram. Got to create a whole new live. Instagram, when you broadcast through another platform, you have to use a stream key. So, yeah. And if you close it out, like it kind of wigs out. So, yeah. Oh,
We gonna we gonna
now
get it together.
huh?
We gonna get it together.
We're going to get it together. Hey, everybody. Come on in, come on in, come on in.
It's
I'm working.
Monday.
It's Monday, man. I'm working on some technical issues, trying to make sure that all the things are thinking.
While I'm over here stuffing my face with pistachios, because it's the first thing I'm eating all day.
Oh my goodness, girl, why you not feeding yourself?
It's Monday.
It's Monday.
Every time I think my Monday is gonna be calm and peaceful, it just start out that way. Then boom, out of nowhere.
It's
People be
Monday.
like, sorry. And I say, I don't want to pass out on this live, so let me put some.
No, we do not want that. We do not want that at all. We cannot, shall not have that. So anybody, you're gonna need to understand.
This is real life, real entrepreneurship. You want live
Right.
stuff with pistachios in your
Listen,
mouth so you don't pass out.
listen, because like timing, when I tell you I barely have a moment to breathe in order to make this thing happen at 7 o'clock.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm doing a whole alert.
Ain't no fancy suit, ain't no
Nope,
makeup.
nope, nope. I am trying to. So I have to go to Instagram direct. Oh, and it didn't log me out of that one. When I tell you this thing is
Testing you today.
all of me. It's testing. You know how your mama used to say, "You testing me?" Like I'm being tested like that right now by this technology. I don't know why my computer tripped out on me. But
I
how have
can't
you been, friend?
girl, we need a drink to talk about that.
Man,
It has been crazy. My dad was not doing well.
oh,
So long story short, had an issue with his heart. His heart was functioning at like 25%. Got yeah, 25% is what his heart was functioning at.
wow.
Um, so I had to fly back home. I was flying back and forth a lot, like
Mhm.
3, 4 times a month. I was flying back and forth while running the business, taking care of everything else. And I have a whole new respect for caregivers. Shout out to all the caregivers. Y'all the real MVP.
Listen, I was just having that conversation with my daughter-in-law. You know, Shay.
Mm-hmm. She's so funny.
Yeah, I was just having that conversation with her about caregivers. Like, man, it's a load. It's really,
Mm.
really, really a load.
My
So,
body was aching. You don't think about it. You know, it's your dad or your parent,
mhm,
whoever, your loved one. So you taking care of them. I'm gonna wipe you, clean you, feed you, out of sight, out of mind. Baby,
mhm.
when I lay down in that bed, I said, "Oh, I feel it in my body. Everything was aching and stiff." I said, "Oh,"
Mm.
but he's better. They ended up having to shock his heart to get it back on rhythm.
Oh, oh my.
Now we just need aggressive therapy to get him back walking and mobile and doing the things that he used to do. So, like being the go-to person for that when you live in a whole nother state, that was a lot. Um,
Yeah, I'm
so
sure.
I just thank God for that. And I was like, Lord, you get me through this. I'm taking a break. You already know every June I take off the whole month.
Yeah.
Girl, I went to Jamaica and said, see y'all later.
I s- listen, and you trust me. I was like, my girl is not about to go get the doggone beef patties.
You haven't been to Jamaica. You can't say you went to Jamaica and not have a beef patty.
I was looking. I said, I already know where she at. I
I didn't even tell my family I was going there.
I was a little
Because
jelly.
my family's in Jamaica. That's where my family's from. That's where I'm from. I didn't
Mm,
even tell them because I didn't want to see them. I stayed at the resort.
mm.
Don't bother me. I had my butler.
One time for the butler. I've been fooling around with this Instagram. It's not looking like I'm gonna get Instagram to sync up with me. I've done everything that I
You just have
normally
the
do.
Facebook.
It's Facebook and YouTube.
Okay.
So anybody who is on the Facebook, I would prefer you go to the YouTube. But let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Welcome, welcome, welcome to 30 Days of I O Me. Man, sis is well versed at taking care of self. I love it. I love it. Now, if you're just now joining us, I didn't turn off any of my phones.
It's Monday.
This is my mama calling me. Why she calling? Hold on, hold on. Let me mute real quick and see what's going on.
That's
She might,
mama.
she hung up. She might be watching. Atlanta, Georgia tapped in. Okay, I don't know who that is, Atlanta, Georgia, but I see you. I see you. I appreciate you if you are there. So I broadcast using StreamYard. So if you don't give StreamYard permission, I won't know you're there if you're on Facebook unless you drop a comment. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Atlanta, Georgia. What's up? Make sure you guys share this. Make sure you subscribe. We are going to do so much sharing and talking, and this is going to be interesting. I have my beautiful friend, sister, talented, inspirational Miss Classy.
I love you. You're so
I
sweet.
love you,
You're so
man. Oh man, oh man. This girl. You know, we met at an event, and it was like, so they had us they had us like waiting because we're fellow early people, and we were like out in the lobby waiting, and we just like clicked instantly and have been like, that's been my girl ever since.
instant connection.
Instant connection of
Like
all
people
the
probably thought
people.
we came together the way we was in that
Yeah,
lobby.
yes,
They
yes,
just knew we rode together.
right, right. And she's a BBP alumni, so she was on the Blowing Bubbles podcast last year.
I know.
I am so honored to be connected to you. Make sure you all share this. I gotta tap in and see what's happening on Facebook, because if I don't see, like, usually I'll look at my
Okay, Carisha.
huh.
Carisha, and I talking about black excellence. Come on, Carisha.
Oh, Carisha. Hey, that's my now. Listen, talk about black excellence.
Carisha has
That
baby.
girl
I don't
right
know what the
there.
hell done got into her, but she done took off. She is not playing
That
2025.
girl right there is playing this many games.
If
This
you
many.
really follow her and pay attention to her, you see the work that she's
This
been
many.
putting in and how she has elevated. Like I am watching it, and it is a
Listen.
beautiful sight. Keep
Yes,
going.
it is. I am so proud of you,
Yes.
Carisha. I love you to life. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to get you on the Blowing Bubbles podcast. The so you know what, Carisha, you can actually lend a lot to the 30 Days of I O Me challenge, because Carisha is amazing. I was I don't even know if you're back from Ghana. My sister said, I'm going to Ghana and pursue all the things that I am wanting to pursue because I
As she
owe me.
should. As she
And
should.
period. That's my girl. I love her so
I
much.
can't. When she get back, I
She
need to get on her platform because baby, she is doing it.
she has one coming up. It's usually like the third or fourth Thursday of every month.
Okay.
Carisha, you heard that Miss Classic. She got the entrepreneur segment. Listen, they 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 pack the house for her every freaking month. She has a
As they
live talk
should.
show. I'm blessed to be
She's doing her
connected to
thing.
her. That's my girl. That's my girl.
Yeah.
Now, you, ma'am. So now my mother, she talking about, are you going on? I am on.
She
Like,
probably was trying to do it on IG. Remember, we couldn't connect to IG.
my mother don't fool with IG like that.
I tried. I
Uh,
tried,
sh-
Mom. I tried.
No, she usually I don't know. She talking about, are you going on? I'm on. Um, yes. So last year, for those of you who don't follow Miss Classy, I want to make sure we fix that tonight. Her socials are I am Miss Classy. Tap into that Instagram. She says she can't find me. How you not find me? Is nobody seeing on Facebook? And honestly, there is nobody on the Facebook. I don't know why, because I'm on the Facebook. It's there. Did I do the right one on Facebook? I think I did. Lord have mercy. Uh, let me call her because she gonna be like, "What?"
Baby, it's
This is
Monday.
live. This is live, man. It's Monday for real. It's Monday all the way
For life.
around.
We can't make this up.
Hey, you don't see it on Facebook? I'm on Facebook and YouTube. I'm on the I'm on is it on the wrong profile? Don't make me start all over again. Mijo, that mm, it's maybe I'm on the business page. I might have clicked on the wrong dag blasted one. Sorry, y'all. I'm on there. Just can you go to the Blowing Bubbles Facebook page? All righty. Bye. This is live TV, you guys. My mama called and said she couldn't take the call. She said to somebody else saying, "Where's the link?" Um, that's why you need to go to YouTube, guys. It's there. People are on YouTube. Okay. So back to you, ma'am. One of the things that I
Mhm.
love. So this is the I O Me challenge. Last year, you hit a boiling point, we'll call it, in your life,
Mhm.
and you did a big thing. Let's talk about that. What did you do last year that was major? All by
I
your lonesome.
I went to Bali. I left everything, left
Ooh,
everyone, and I went to Bali. I flew all the way to Bali, Indonesia by myself. Stayed
we're
in
gonna
this
blow bubbles
beautiful
on that.
bougie tree house. Ate
Bougie
fresh
tree.
fruit, organic chicken, and swam naked in the pool. And I was completely free. Fed the koi fish, meditated, prayed, got closer to God. Some people say you found your third eye.
Come on.
And my
Come
life
on
has never
now.
been the same.
I love it. And what made you come to that conclusion that you need to just now let me give this disclaimer. This woman had a thriving and steadily growing business, and she said, tap out, I'm going around the world, and checked out. And she put a post on social media like, I'm out, don't call me, text me, I'm not answering. If you do anyway, don't email me, don't send no pigeon. I don't even want to see a smoke signal. I'm out. So what was it
I forgot about that. I did put up a post.
you did?
That was amazing.
Like, I'm clutching pearls I didn't even have on. I'm like, I hope my girl is okay.
Girl, I forgot all about it.
No, she put the whole post up. I said, ma'am, Alvin Johnson, hey, Pastor, I appreciate you. So what brought you to that point where you said, I have to, first of all, the point that you recognize you were not truly exercising self-care? What to that realization?
Honestly, two parts. One is more of a straightforward reason, and the other is more of a spiritual. Straightforward is I just felt myself close to the edge. Like, when you feel like you just ready to throw the towel in, if one more straw fall on me, everything just go come tumbling down. I was exhausted because I was everything for everyone. I'm a daughter. I'm a hands-on TT, aka mama. The different businesses that I run, trying to have a social life. It was just someone always needed something from me. Everyone else's emergency was my emergency. And I didn't have anything left over for myself. It's almost like if you have two glasses and you keep pouring water into that other glass, eventually that other glass is going to overflow and this glass will be empty. I had no one pouring back into me, aka my glass. And I realized no one is going to come to save you. You got to save yourself. So no one is going to look at you and say, girl, you stretch thin. Long as you are stitched up enough and bandaged up enough to be able to provide what it is they need, they don't care that
they don't care
bleeding.
They don't care. You're not bleeding that much. Put a Band-Aid on.
Right.
Because
they don't ask you all right. They don't even bandage you up. They won't bring the bandage or the Band-Aid. Don't put no nails on, nothing.
I had a friend, shout out to Eric Campbell, who said the most profound bar to me, it's probably been about 7 or 8 years now. He said, Karana, givers give and takers take. I said, he said, don't expect you from them.
Right.
And I've been straight ever since because I was taking it personally. I was expecting too much from the wrong people. And then I tweaked my expectations and what I put out. It took me a long time to adjust because when you're that person inside,
it's hard. You got to go against the grain, and it feels like you're trying to become someone you're not. It feels
so unnatural. But I started looking at it like I got to put me on the other side. I got to be my own glass. So you went to Bali. How long did you stay in Bali?
It was supposed to be a week, but I ended up not wanting to come back. So it was a little.
You did not. It was not supposed to be a week. As long as you were gone.
I originally booked everything for a week. I just was like, nope, not ready. Just extended everything.
That's hilarious because I know how long you were gone. I love it. I
originally was supposed to be there for 7 days. On day 7, I was supposed to be flying back.
She said no.
My spirit. Something in my spirit was telling me.
Listen, you were gone for how long did you end up staying out of the country?
In my defense, I didn't spend all my time in Bali. I went to Bali.
You heard how I phrased that question because I know that. I said, how long did you stay out of the country? I'm trying to let you tell your story.
It was a month. It was a month. But in that month, I did Dubai, Bali, and Aruba within that month. Yeah,
I love Aruba. That would have blew my mind if we were there at the same time because I was in Aruba last year. We had
just missed each other by like a week, 2 weeks, was it? It wasn't too long from when you went and I went. Nope. I can't remember exactly how long, but I know we did the math.
I think I was there first.
We just missed.
Yes. Yeah. So you have the concept of I owe me down. What did you do this year for you?
So that's my tradition. Big.
So
Every
now
year,
you was that your first when you went
solo
to
trip.
Bali?
Yeah.
That was the establishment of your tradition to now take
Yep.
a major trip. Where'd you go this year?
This year I did Jamaica, and in 2 days I'm going to Italy.
Y'all, she just came back. She just came back. She just came back.
There's a
So
whole world out there, and I'm gonna see it all.
it's a whole world out there. Me and her, we slipped on our plans because at the end of last year, to be honest, we had a whole game plan about jumping
We
around this globe.
did.
We dropped the ball, but we still sister friends and we still got breath in our body. We cannot let another calendar turn
I
without.
agree.
So you're going to Italy. Now, I want to be able to talk to people about how you are in such a position. What do you do for a living, sis?
Spend other people money.
Y'all might have missed that bar.
I'm the queen of OPM, other people's money. I spend other people's money.
Now, what lane did you start out in?
Credit repair. I was in the military, Air Force, and when I got out, I was hit with the reality of something called credit. Didn't know what that was because in the military they throw everything at you. I wanted a car, and it's like, "What's your credit?" And I'm like, "What's that?" Come to find out, I had none. So I started researching and figuring things out, and I was my first client. After I did it, family and friends was like, I got some student loans. You think you can get them off? And I started doing it for friends and family, and it kind of just grew from there. And then I saw the need for financial literacy within the Black community. It's a lot of tools and resources that us as Black people aren't privileged, or we don't have access to. So it kind of just grew from there. And I started offering credit repair services, and then it grew from credit repair to helping people properly start their businesses, LLCs, corporations. Now I help people to establish a trust to protect their assets. And it just really has scaled to where now I am literally a household brand. I'm everything in one that you are needing to create generational wealth. And yeah.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. And I have run across so many people who are credit repair specialists.
Girl.
The eyes roll. I already knew it was coming.
They
What
made my
sets
life so difficult.
people what they should be looking for? Yeah, what should a person be looking for besides you specifically? But what should a person be looking for when they're going to register, sign up with a credit professional?
References.
Mm.
You can see reviews from real people that have received services from me. And look for someone who teaches you, not just provide a service. Because if they provide a service, who's to say you're not going to be right back in that situation in 6 months or in a year? Because you don't know better. You need
Teach them to
financial.
fish. Don't just give them a fish, baby. Come on
Thank-
now. Come
If
on.
they just want to do a service, that's you need someone who is knowledgeable, who knows what they're talking about. If they don't know what they're talking about, they're not educating you. They just want to take your money and provide a service. To me, that's a red flag.
I love that because a lot of people who start these type businesses, they're following a template that somebody that they paid for.
Right.
They haven't properly been educated. They haven't been vetted by anybody, and they didn't really vet the people that they bought that template from.
Right.
So there's a cycle of impropriety happening, and people are still not getting the service at the end of the day.
Correct. And you got to realize too, I'm not a fan of politics at all. Politics is stressful. I don't like talking about it. Unfortunately, politics go hand in hand with my business. Everything that happens politically affects my business.
Yes.
A lot of us as Black people are so oblivious to what is happening around us. So much has changed since the current president has become president. He has changed so many laws
So many
that
things.
affect things like your credit, the debt that you owe. So every time something happens within the government, you have to be able to adjust. These templates with these credit repair specialists, these templates don't evolve and change. So it might have worked 5 years ago, but it's not working now.
Right.
So I'm constantly a student. Whenever, like with all the changes that was just made with the new president, I literally had to go back and study and learn and become my first customer or client again to see, okay, with these new laws, what's works. You have to know the law. That way you know the loopholes and you can use the law against them. And that is what I do.
Right.
I use the law to repair credit because you can't tell me yes and no because this the law. It's in the Constitution. So what's up? Going to take off that $180,000 worth of debt. That's my thing. I
Come
love
on now.
the checkmate them.
Ooh, I just got chills. I just got chills. Man. Now, what is what is the new thing that you had to learn with regard to student loan debt?
Student loan debt is not a negative account like most people think. A lot of people have student loans on their credit report, but they're not showing as negative. They're in default or they're not in default and they want to remove it. Why? Student loans actually help your credit. If you have a
It's
student
a
loan on
line
your
of credit with age. Yes.
thank you. And they want to
Yes.
remove it because we've been brainwashed to think student loans is bad. If it's not in default, leave it alone. It's helping your credit.
Mhm.
So I've learned that with student loans. Also, a lot of student loan lenders are currently being sued and filing bankruptcy, and that is an advantage.
Oh.
So, Sally Mae, if you have a student loan with Sally Mae, baby, that's you can get that deleted and wiped off. Sally Mae has already been exiled from issuing student loans. They are
Wow.
no longer allowed to issue student loans. The government pulled the plug on them. So that's a company that if you have, it's easy to get that student loan removed.
Dang it.
Um, what's
I don't
another
have
one?
a Sally Mae loan.
Sally Mae.
What's
It
up
was
with
a,
Navient?
they still in the game.
Navient.
They still in the game. But I
Dang
want to
it.
say they're in the middle of a lawsuit, if I'm not mistaken. I believe Navient is in the
Okay.
middle of a lawsuit. But really, anything they put on your credit,
Got it.
baby, can be taken off. Don't let them tell you, oh, we got to stay on up for this amount of. That's a lie. The same way they put it on is the same way they can take it off. You just got to know the laws because debt is illegal.
Mhm.
Mortgages,
Okay.
all of that, we're not supposed to have. The moment you were born, if you were born a U.S. citizen, this applies to you. The moment you were born a U.S. citizen, all of your debt was paid. But if you don't know the law and you
How's
don't know
that?
how, you around here like a hamster on the wheel, paying for car insurance, paying for a mortgage. I don't pay for none of that.
Oh Lord. I think that's a master class for a different day. So what we're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to drop your link and you're gonna have to register folks and teach the in-depth on that because that's a lot.
It's a
Woo!
lot. And a lot of us don't want to know. We're used to the way things are. We're used to living to work and working to live. That
And
anything that's different or that we've never heard of, oh no, I don't want. Okay, stay
Mhm.
right there. I'll see y'all when I get back from Italy.
Hello. Now, how when someone gets a student loan removed from their credit profile, how does it show up? Does it show up when they're purchasing a house?
No. So anything that's removed is deleted. It's like it never happened, it never existed. It doesn't show up on the credit report at all.
Okay, because as a real estate agent, I have had people's debt to income ratio
Mhm.
obliterated because of student loans.
Mhm.
And if you've got a $1,200 a month student loan payment and it's counting against your debt to income ratio,
Mhm.
that changes the zip code you can buy in.
Exactly.
Um,
Exactly. If that student loan is still reporting on the credit report, yeah.
yeah.
But once you do the credit repair and have it deleted, that account is completely removed. It doesn't. It's
Wow.
not showing on the credit report, so it doesn't count towards that debt to income ratio.
So, what is the first thing that a person needs to do to be on their journey to credit savviness? What is the first thing a person needs to know?
Credit Karma is not an effective website.
Honey, listen, as a broker, let me tell you,
Oh my God, it kills me. Oh, I use Credit Karma.
I've had people like, I got a 700 credit score, and then they come to the mortgage broker, and
It's
I've had
five.
people come back in tears like,
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
got
Credit
a
Karma
700.
is not an official or legit
No,
website.
it's no less than 50 points off.
Yes.
No
Meaning,
less.
whatever Credit Karma is showing you, it is a possibility that your credit score is 50 points lower than what you're seeing, or maybe higher than what you're seeing. And then on top of that, they only show you 2 out of 3 bureaus.
2 out of 3. Exactly.
They don't report all accounts. No, the most effective site is Experian.com. I
Yes.
always,
And
I
I
only,
recommend annually getting your annual creditreport.com so that
Yep.
you can see all of your accounts. I have this software that I use to um, track down people, something like a skip trace type of thing.
Mhm.
And I did my own name. Girl, it's a Karana Hosey in Jacksonville, Florida. I gotta
I
track
don't
this
think you
down.
ever lived in Jacksonville.
Never, not ever.
I was thinking like, dang, you had a whole life before me, but I don't remember Jacksonville being in.
Never, not ever. So
Girl, somebody
I'm
trying to steal your
doing, I'm
identity.
trying to find, so what I'm doing now, because I just discovered this, what I'm doing now is cross-checking my credit report to see if there are any accounts. This name and address came up, but that's it. There's no, so far I haven't found any I haven't found any accounts. So I'm going to cross check. I don't know where that came from. Now I
Hmm.
do have a Florida I'm a broker in Florida too.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I'm trying to find out if they like maybe assigned me to, I don't know. But I have
Mhm.
this Karana Hose, same age, same date of birth, same first and last name. Jacksonville, Florida. So the
Hmm.
importance of you monitoring your credit report. A lot of people just look at the score.
Mm-mm.
You better watch that report.
Look at the accounts.
Look at the accounts.
And you
Now,
should be doing that once a month, minimum.
dang, and I was very off. So once a month minimum. You recommend going to Experian.com. Do you think the app is effective?
The app is, they always be having technical difficulties on the app. I personally just sign up on like your laptop, tablet, computer, something like that.
Mhm.
And then you can do the app. But I have had clients where I'm telling them I see something on the credit report and they don't see it because they're on the app. And the app is always like crashing and stuff like that. Another one is creditchecktotal.com. Credit Check Total is powered by Experian, kind of like Amazon and Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree is owned by Amazon, but it's just a different name. So,
Credit check total.
yep, creditchecktotal.com. That's another good
Okay.
one. Um,
Hmm.
and as a third option, you can use privacyguard.com.
Okay. I hope somebody's taking notes out there. I'm gonna put it in the, I'm putting it in the comments on,
Yep,
so if you're on YouTube,
creditchecktotal.com, privacyguard.com.
you
Yep.
can see it. Man, oh man, oh man. So when a person, how do you educate people on things like this? So if I sent my mother to you, she's elderly and she would just get frustrated. She may just get frustrated. Like, I
Mhm.
don't understand what I'm seeing.
Mhm.
Um, how do you get through helping a person interpret what they're seeing on these websites?
Well, first I would have to get to know that person. So like when I do my
Mhm.
consultations, I always will look at the credit report. The credit report tells me who you are from the business side of things. And then I need to know, okay, what is your goal? What is it you're wanting to do? What were you thinking, or what place were you in when you opened this account? You see what I'm saying? And it helps me
Mm,
to kind of
mhm.
be able to view things from their lens. So now I know how to communicate with them and break things down. Um,
Gotcha.
if you're into arts and crafts, I can use more analogies that are more creative and artsy for you to get, because no client is the same. How I go about fixing your mom's credit will be completely different from how I go about fixing someone else's mom credit, because they're two totally different people, live two totally different lives. And I never want my
Mhm.
clients to feel like a number, but more so as an individual person. So I definitely would have to get to know
Yeah,
them and build that relationship, because I'm dealing with your life. Your credit is your, like your social is your life. You should be comfortable with the person that has access to your social. So I definitely want to make sure they're comfortable and build that
for
relationship.
sure.
Yeah, definitely. I literally
For
have
sure.
that
That's
in my
very
phone.
important.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
very important. So I've put your social media, your Instagram up there. She has a link tree on her Instagram. You guys make sure you get there. Tap in with my sister, because I'm telling you, she is getting folks' lives together. Okay.
Girl.
Credit, like having good credit means that money, this is the most basic thing, money costs you less.
Yeah. And
You need
that one
money if
phrase just
you're,
went over so many people's head.
huh?
That one phrase just went over some people's head.
Yeah, money costs you less. If you're going to buy a house, you know how many people can't afford the house that they want because of a percentage point? Not even a point of a percentage point. A
Mhm.
fraction of a percentage can mean hundreds of dollars a month more on your mortgage just because of something on your credit.
Yeah.
I mean, your insurance rate, they look at your credit score.
Yeah.
All kinds of things are impacted. So,
Employment now. Look at your credit.
employment, they think that people, a lot of employers who are looking at your credit, they think that you're a risk to steal something because you have bad credit. That means your integrity is in question. You can't get a job like the TSA and different
Mhm.
things like that. You've never had a criminal history, but baby, if your credit is jacked up, they think you might get tempted to do something in this
Yeah.
position. So you
Yeah.
can't get some jobs.
Hmm.
It's
Life is easy
crazy.
once you have good credit. And the hardest part is getting started.
The hardest part is getting started. It's kind of like getting started going to the gym.
Mm, which I
I
need.
heard somebody listen. I heard somebody say, and it hit my soul. The heaviest weight at the gym is the front door. I said,
Mm. Girl almost got up and took off running. That's a word.
the heaviest weight is the front door.
That's
Whew.
a word. Yeah. And
I
then
mean,
stop listening to people who got bad credit. You taking
my
advice and listening to them, and they credit bad too. It doesn't take
mhm.
long to repair your credit. I specialize in 30-day results.
Come on now, 30-day results, y'all. How many who let me know in the chat who would like to have good credit next month? By the end of July, who would like their credit to be tight and right?
30
I need
days.
I need y'all to let me know. Show me some
And
love.
I'll be
Like,
posting the proof on my social. Like I said, when you're looking for a credit specialist, make sure they have receipts. I post on my story, my IG story all the time. Just a client came to me, was in the fives, 30 days, repaired her credit, and she just got like 80,000 in funding, just like that.
Wowzer.
Doesn't take
So she got business funding in
30 days.
Now that's
Because the
something
business was already set up. Her personal credit was stopping her. Wiped out all
So
that debt.
if you don't know, when you get a business and when you start a business, or even if your business is existing and you want to grow and you need equipment or you need something, you need some funding for that business. And you go, I don't care how much money you have made in, let's say, the last 2 years, if you don't have business credit, they're going to look at your personal credit to guarantee that business funding in the beginning of establishing business credit.
Right.
So if your personal credit is janky, you're going to have a challenge. So
uh-oh, I think you got a bad connection.
I see it's looking like it. In the beginning, how do you take me through your steps with a person who's wanting business funding? Business,
so
and tell us the difference between business, not necessarily all the steps, but what does it look like when a person is asking about business credit versus business funding? And do you see a difference?
It's no difference for me, because OPM is OPM. Other people's money is other people's money. I don't care if it's a loan or a credit card. It ain't mine, but I get to spend it like it's mine. So I look at it as the same. Whenever someone comes to me and says they want funding, I let them know, okay, I can get you funding. It's going to either be all credit cards, all loans, or some loans and some credit cards. But if you say I need 200,000 in funding, I'm gonna get you 200,000 in funding. If I have to combine loans and credit cards to get you that 200, we're gonna do what we got to do to get you the 200. So for me, it's no difference. But the very first thing I do in the process is look at the business. Is the business registered properly? A lot of people are getting denied business funding because their business is not registered correctly. It's more than just going to the state website, putting in your business name, paying the fee, and that's it. If you're using your home address as your business address, the bank will deny you. If you do not have a toll-free business number, you're using your local number on this business funding application, they will deny you. If you do not have a website that they can look up your business, they will deny you. It's so many things that are so simple that if your business was not registered and set up properly, they will deny you. So that's the very first thing I do. Pull up your business, look at it. If there's anything that needs to be corrected, like your address or your phone number, I walk you through how to do that. Once the business is good, the very next thing I look at is your personal credit. If your personal credit is at least a 700, all three scores, at least a 700, I can get you funding. Okay. And then we'll look up your business credit. Do you have established business credit? I will always go for the businesses that have established credit. I will use your EIN number before your social always. Even if you have business credit, but the Paydex score is not at least the 80, I would recommend let's throw a business trade line on here. I would do everything in my power to use only your EIN before your social. I will only use your social to get business funding if that is like the last resort. Okay. And then I just kind of go from there, only because you're supposed to keep your personal identity and your business separate.
Correct.
And that's what the EIN is. Once you take that social and connect it to that EIN, that's it. It's locked in for life. You can't undo it.
Yeah.
So I always try to do the EIN. A lot of people don't even know what a trade line is. And if they do know, they didn't know that you can use it for business, your business. They only think it's personal.
So explain that to us. What is a trade line?
A trade line is like piggybacking. So let's say I have a $20,000 limit credit card, and I will add you onto my credit card as an authorized user. Now, by me adding you as an authorized user, you do not get access to the credit card. You can't use the money. You're not responsible for the payments, nothing. I simply just add you onto my credit card as an authorized user. By me doing that, it's now going to pop up on your credit looking like you have a $20,000 limit credit card and your credit score shoots up. So trade lines are hands down the fastest way to increase your credit score. Trade lines take usually about 14 days to show up. So in 7 to 14 days, your score will be at its highest.
Okay.
But here's the trick about trade lines.
Okay.
When it comes to your personal credit, trade lines only stay on your credit for 30 days. They don't want to tell you that. You have a 30-day window. From the moment that trade line shows up on your credit report, the clock starts. You have a 30-day window. After 30 days, the trade line will fall off. It will remove itself like it's never been there. And if you weren't smart within those 30 days, your score will go back to what it was. So I have some clients who will come to me and say, oh, I want to buy a house. I say, okay, when are you looking to buy a house? I'm looking to buy it in 6 months. I'm not putting the trade lines on right now. I'm not going to take your money. Come back when you're 30 days out. I'll put the trade lines on. Once the trade lines show and your score shoots up, that's when you go and apply for the mortgage loan because your score is at its highest. You get approved for your mortgage. You can do it for if you need a car. Now you can get approved for auto loan. You can apply for credit cards. I always recommend, no matter what you're needing the trade lines for, always get credit cards during the 30-day window. Because once the trade line falls off, you now have your
own line of credits. Yes.
That will either keep the score where it is or increase it. And this is why it's important to get someone to fix your credit who is knowledgeable, who can teach you financial literacy. I always do that. And it's the cheapest way and the fastest way to get a 700 plus credit score. When I first started out, I put trade lines on my credit. Okay. That's what trade lines are.
Wow. I never knew that they fell off like that.
30 days. Only for personal. When it comes to business, they never fall off. As long as the business is within good standing, you pay your annual fee every year, the trade line will stay on your business credit for the life of the business, which is why business trade lines cost more than a personal trade line. They never fall off.
Okay. But it can boost my Paydex score.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. It boosts your Paydex score and it increases the amount of business credit. So a client comes to me and says, I want $80,000 in business trade lines. It is going to show up on your business credit report like you have multiple accounts totaling 80,000. So now when you walk into the bank and want to get 80,000 or 100,000 in business funding, and they pull your credit report, you give them your EIN number, it's going to look like you already have 80,000 in business credit. So they won't have a problem giving you that business funding because it looks like you already are used to managing that amount of money.
Now, are they cross-checking transactions and deposits to your bank?
Nope. All they're going to look at is the account. Is it within good standing? Meaning, do you have any late payments? Are you using more than 30% of the credit limit?
Yeah.
That's it. That's all they look for.
Okay. So, this is very helpful. And so a person that wants to work with you can just hit you up at the I Am Miss Classy, or do you have a direct website that you would like them to go to?
So they can contact me on social media. Sometimes if you don't know the person or you're not friends, it goes to like that other inbox. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, but you have a link tree. That's what I'm thinking. Your link tree is.
So you go to my profile and click on the link in my bio. It'll take you to my website. I believe my contact phone number is on there. But yeah, I'm not hard to find. Somebody told me, a little birdie told me, if you go to Google and type in credit repair in Atlanta, your girl is number one. I pop up.
Holla,
Big
holla.
dogs.
Uh,
That's what a little birdie
we
told me.
flexing like that.
Girl,
We flexing like that.
baby, it's been a long time coming. But yeah, definitely. I'm not hard to find at all. So you could definitely click the link in my bio. And click on the link tree, and it'll show you different options to contact me. And definitely get started. And I'm gonna give you one better because I love this woman. This is my, oh my gosh, she's my fairy godmother. I tell her that all the time. I'm gonna give y'all a special for only her viewers. I'm gonna do 2 for 1. I will repair.
Wait,
Yes. And you know, I don't play by my coins. This my birthday month. We gonna end out my birthday month with a bang. You know,
bam.
we trying to get everybody ready and
Okay.
together. That way, come Christmas time, you ain't spending your own money on gifts. You know, you can do it how I do it. But I'm going to do, for your viewers only, I am going to do a 24-hour special because I'm not going to play with y'all. If y'all serious about it, time is now. 2 for 1. So my cheapest credit repair package is $500. That's per person. I'm gonna do 2 for $5. So husband and wife,
So
boyfriend,
listen,
girlfriend,
y'all go
girlfriend.
250 and get your credit together. We are over halfway. This is the last day of June. We are over halfway through the year. All the things that you thought you were going to do, 2025 is your year. You are not too late. Get your credit together. 2 for $500. I'm telling you, you know how much I paid Lexington Law about 20 years ago, and nothing worked. Nothing worked.
Yeah, and
give me 30 days. Huge company.
That's all I need. Give me 30
days. You owe it to yourself. I put in the chat code bubbles. When y'all slide in her inbox, don't go in the inbox because she got 90,000 followers, y'all, and people be hitting her up. She's not going to see it. Okay. There is a link in her Instagram bio. So you go to I Am Miss Classy on Instagram and you go to the bio section and click her link. Click her link. Go to her website and go ahead. Holla at your partners, your siblings, your cousins. Man, let me tell you something, what I had today. A conversation with this woman, telling her about the challenge, and she was so freaking overwhelmed and excited. And she's like, oh my gosh. And I started telling her about the different things we're having. And she said, and I said, yeah, and tonight is credit. Like Credit Reset is the title for tonight. And I'm telling her about your program. She was like, that's a thing? I said, yes. And because financial literacy was not very common in my community. She didn't look like me.
Was she? But, okay. I'm gonna be.
She couldn't imagine. She was like, but still, I said, we didn't talk about finances. We didn't talk about credit. Our parents, they just worked. We didn't know.
We were taught cash is king.
And that was, I really was like, but you should have seen her face. She was baffled. Like, huh? I said, it is a big need, a major need. So it just gave me further awareness of how different an experience we have in this here country.
Well, she probably was introduced and set up by her great grandparents.
Yeah.
A lot of them are trust fund babies, not realizing that we as Black people have the ability to create trust fund babies instead of project babies.
Listen, Linda, listen.
And the difference in doing that is $500 in 30 days. People say,
I don't jump on this. Listen,
you know how I do that? OPM.
It's so important to do this. My grandbabies are already trust fund babies.
Thank you.
I'm not playing a game. I'm like Carisha. I'm playing this many games. None.
Thank you.
None.
It's so easy.
And I
Traveling, getting assets, you wanting to buy your dream house, your dream car. Stop spending your money.
and listen, Law, I have so many programs. I have down payment assistance. I have all these things. Real estate, there is not one single wealthy person who does not invest in real estate.
At all.
Not one.
That
If you
actually
want to be
is my
rich, you
bread and
gotta
butter.
do what rich people do. Follow the blueprint. There's a
Do what
lot
you
more.
see them do, not what they tell you to do.
That part. There's so much accessibility now. We have access to just about everything. I never see limits. I don't anything I want to do is done. Like I'm
Love it.
just that I'm just that way. Anywhere I want to go, I'm going.
Mhm.
But I want my people to be homeowners. I have a rent to own program.
Mhm.
I'm going to start doing workshops for this. And the difference between my rent to own program and every other one that I've ever seen, your name goes on the deed of that house the day you close.
That's
Baby,
that's uncommon.
that is
I have
unheard of.
clients come
There's
to
no
me and
other.
they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna do rent to own." I'm like, "No, don't do it. It's not worth
No,
it."
because you're not. If I know somebody in my family, close relative of mine, she did that, and they tried to change the price that they had initially agreed upon.
Mhm.
There was all kind of things with
The
my
interest,
program.
the taxes is you
Yes,
can't.
and if
You don't
you
spend
go
years making
by
payments.
right, you go into
Mhm.
123 Main Street for $300,000. You close July. Come on, don't do this to me. Okay, here we
There
go.
you go.
You close July 10th on this house that you picked out. The bank, it's a bank backed program. Your credit can be as low as 500. Okay. You can have as low as a 500 credit score. You have up to 10 years to refinance into a traditional mortgage. If you decide at any time, say a year, you close July 10th and July 8th the following year, you say, you know, I want to move out and just get a tiny house. I don't want to live in this house anymore. I bought this big house. If the house appreciates by 50%, you get to keep that other $150,000. That
Yeah,
equity,
that's
all the
fair.
equity is yours. You're not going to find that anywhere. You're not going to find that anywhere else. It's nationwide. I'm in the
Mhm.
process of getting my mortgage originator license so that I can be paid on that mortgage because it's a mortgage. From a seller standpoint, if you have a house to sell, hit me up. I can put your house in front of a bunch of buyers for rent to own. From the seller standpoint, you get paid at closing. So you don't have to look at it like you're renting. It's a traditional sale from the seller standpoint.
Mhm.
So when I get a workshop scheduled for this program, we got a tag team. You can come on and register your people because there's always people hitting me up. I would just tell people I don't do rentals. I don't do rentals. I don't do.
Mhm.
That was always my answer because from a real estate broker perspective, landlords only want to pay about $100, $200.
Right.
That's not even worth the gas that I wasted showing people a bunch of houses. If I
Right.
sold that same house, I'd make 15,000. So it's a big disparity. I mean, and I'm not even exaggerating. So I just didn't want to do rentals, but I want so badly for my people to get in this housing market because, in case you didn't know, all the hedge funds, let's just take the city that we live in.
Mhm.
In case you didn't know, those big hedge funds, they own about 40,000 single family houses in the metro Atlanta area that they're only renting out.
Yep.
These same hedge funds are the same people who own all those hotels that you get sucked into renting and staying in a weekly hotel.
Right.
These same hedge funds go around investing in, guess what? Storage units.
Knowledge is power,
You're
y'all.
going to be their tenant one way or another.
Knowledge is power.
So, with that being said, get out of that. Now, that's a rat race for your tail.
Yes.
That's a rat race. And you can't control when you sign a mortgage and you get that house, you close on that house, you know what your payment is going to be for the next 20, 30 years, however long your note is. You know what your payment is. You sign a lease, that rent goes up annually. I've had people call me crying because their rent increased $500
And they can't afford it. Now
and
they got
they
to find
can
a place to
no
stay.
longer afford it.
Ownership is everything. And you got
Ownership
to realize
is
your
everything.
portfolio. You got to start thinking about your portfolio.
You have to. You have to.
Everyone has a portfolio. Even if you are renting right now, you got a car payment, you in debt, you got a portfolio. It's not a very good one. We could turn that around, but everyone has a portfolio.
Yeah.
Everything that you own adds value to your portfolio. That means that when you're dead and gone, that is your generational wealth. Your portfolio is how you create generational wealth. Owning a house,
Right.
owning your vehicle, owning.
Yes.
Another thing that you got to think about is you pay taxes on the money you make, your income. Credit is not an income. That just went over somebody's head. If I got $200,000 in business funding through credit cards, let's think about what a credit card is. A credit card is this. It keeps cycling. It goes round and round. It is revolving versus a loan. Once you spend it, that's it. So if I got 200,000 in the credit cards, all my credit cards equal 200,000, and it's tax free and they're cash back. Okay. That's how you go to the Range Rover dealership. Say, I want that Range Rover. Swipe your credit card, get it cash, and then the credit card interest rate is always lower than the auto loan interest rate. So you just pay back your credit card, and you just bought your Range Rover cash. Come on, y'all. You looking at other people making it seem like, oh, she making a lot of money. No, she just smart. She learned the system. Wealthy people don't have debit cards, baby. Look at what they do instead of listening. That's how you able to say, I think I want to go to Italy in a week. Because Italy wasn't planned when I was talking about Jamaica. Jamaica was last minute. Looked up the credit cards and said, I got rewards. That Capital One Venture said, yeah, girl, let's go. And I said, okay. And we went to Jamaica on OPM. Italy, OPM. It's a system.
Let me blow these bubbles.
Now you got your truck.
I love
somebody else paid for. You taking trips that somebody else paid for. And because you were smart and you knew your value and you knew that if it's not a rewards card or a cashback credit card, it's beneath me. So now all your credit cards are cash back. So you're getting 3% back on every dollar you spend. So while you're using their money to go on these trips and to buy property and to buy cars, you're getting 3% back on every dollar you spend. And you use that cash back to pay the credit card bill. So you just use their money to get your assets and using their money to pay the credit card bill. So really, you ain't spend none of your money. Man, they ain't ready for this credit game. Wow. They not ready.
Man, listen, I love how you just blew my mind like 7 times. I'm here for it. Do you have an event coming up? Because now Miss Classy does events and she makes it a whole production. This girl will rent a mansion to have folks come learn about credit. Baby, there's nothing more inspiring than being in a house you aspire to live in and you're going to learn about your credit. If you don't get your credit together while you're sitting in that mansion having that catered meal, getting this good information, when I tell you my sister is playing no games out here. Now, she didn't
have anything planned for the rest of this year. The last one was the only one I had planned.
Okay, so we're going to have to fix that.
Lord, you're trying to add to my calendar.
Well, maybe not. maybe not. I want to do what people want to do. Well, I want people to do what they want to do because I'm going to do
Honestly,
what I
I
want
don't
to do.
want to do anything that large.
Got it.
I
Got
can
it.
do something intimate. I love attention to details, and I like interacting with everyone. Everyone
Yes.
has questions, and I can go and talk to you and help you. So if
Does
I
anybody have questions? This is a live
Michael said he
interaction.
need his credit fixed, so I'm gonna be looking for Michael Martin to take advantage of this sale.
Yes, yes.
Rashad said black excellence. Thank you, Rashad. They commenting. They're
Yes, they
tuned in.
are. Yes, they are.
I don't know, but yeah, if they have questions, and we got to get the people what they want. So if they want a class or they want coaching, we'll they tell us what they need, and we'll curate something. We're servants naturally by
We
heart.
are. We definitely are. I'm gonna do one that's gonna be a small thing, not so much an event for the real estate side, so that
Okay.
people can um help number one, help their that DTI
Mm,
and and maybe get some trade lines so we can afford a bigger, better house. The
yeah,
price of housing is coming down.
I've been seeing that.
It is coming down. If anybody is wanting to purchase a house this year and you have some maybe questionable things on your credit, or you have not really looked at your credit in a while or ever, you definitely need to tap in with Miss Classy and get your life, because money is expensive when you have that janky credit score.
Very.
It
If you're
is
able to get the
expensive.
things that you never thought you would be able to get the things that you've dreamed of, and you can do it without spending your own money, it's a no-brainer.
There's that. Man, well,
Yeah.
I am so honored. We made it. We are after 8 o'clock. Oh, okay, Cheryl Martin. She took 3 pages of notes. Ah, that's my mama.
Michelle.
Hi. Anybody have any questions? And I am going to post on Facebook. I'm disappointed that I hit the wrong Facebook, but
Everything happens for a reason.
everything happens for a
We gonna
reason.
stand in that, sis. It's Monday. Everything happens for a reason. You ain't gotta understand it. Just trust it. See,
Okay.
that's what I'm here for, baby. I had to wheel you back in. I seen where you was going. That's what friends do. They wheel you in. I see you going. Come on back, baby. Come on back.
You know what? Let me tell you, you just said something. Your circle, baby, your circle makes all the difference in the world where you
Amen.
go in life.
Amen.
It really, really does. Somebody calling me from Canada. What in the world?
You registered. You got your license everywhere. They probably
I
ain't.
got 2 minutes. Listen, real estate. I'm letting I'm letting some of these real estate licenses go. I'm not. Um, you got to keep up with continuing education classes in every state.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
That is a lot.
It's a lot. I don't. It's a lot. I be having an attitude like, what y'all want?
How you got an attitude and you the one who put yourself in that? Never
I
mind.
did. I did.
I'm
Here,
not.
so here was the thing for those of you who don't know, I used to represent those big guys. Won't say any names, but I used to represent those big guys, and my team was buying about in Atlanta alone, we were buying about 250 a month houses.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm speaking from an experiential standpoint when I tell you their blueprint, what they're doing out here. And I'm no longer representing them, so I was licensed in places that they wanted to purchase and acquire all these properties.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm only going to be licensed where I want to be licensed, where I want to do business. Georgia, Florida, Nevada. Those are my hubs.
I know that's right.
Um, yeah. Anything else? I'll focus on the rent to own. This is an exclusive, you guys. I can help you nationwide, wherever you are, with this rent to own program. And we're not just out here to put people in this program. If you're eligible for a traditional mortgage, we can get you that too. So holla at your girl.
You guys need to start getting into the place where you have more money coming in than going out.
For
And
sure.
the roof over your head is probably your biggest expense in your car. So even if you need to do a refinance, you just need to rearrange your life to where you have more money coming in than going out. You need to lower your expenses. You don't need all them doggone streaming platforms. Get rid of them. Get your fire stick.
Do a bank account audit. This is a challenge for everybody. Audit your last 2 bank statements and look at how you spend money. Look at all of your auto pays between all the Netflix and Hulu's and all those streaming, Tidal or whatever music, all that. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Look at how much. This was the one that cracked me over the head. Look at how much you eat out. Look at how much money you spend.
I gotta send you a video of my garden. Girl, I done started a garden, girl. I got little tomatoes growing, girl. You can't tell me nothing. I got tomatoes.
I'm so happy.
I got ginger, carrots, sweet potatoes. I'm about to plant me some kale and a little bit of collard greens. So holler at your girl this year for Thanksgiving. I got them greens for you, girl.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get personal real quick. Y'all know my friend is single, right? She is just 9 ways dope. My friend is single. So anybody who is expressing or thinking, even halfway thinking a little bit of interest, y'all got to go through me. My girl is single.
She's so serious. Every guy got to go through her. She is so serious, y'all. She not playing. Look at her face. She's so serious. She don't play. And she'll be like, nah, next. Like, she is so serious. Look at her face.
Like, there was somebody. I'm so serious about this. There was somebody I was like this close to making that connection, and I just sat back and just for like a week watched his social media, and I was like, oh, he is not, because I would have to drive and.
Social media don't be real though.
No, he's.
Okay, I trust your judgment, honey.
That's a conversation for offline. That's a conversation for offline.
I trust the judgment.
He's a hot mess express.
You've never steered me wrong thus far. You are so funny, girl. Yeah, I want to put me some chickens back there. You know, I got that yard back there. So I want to put me about 2 chickens back there so I can start hatching my own eggs. But that's too much upkeep. I'd like to travel. You know, I like to go do things.
You do. I was surprised when you said you had a garden. You got stuff to maintain now.
I do, but I got that auto. I paid for them to come and install a sprinkler system. So
okay, you got somebody to harvest all this stuff.
I actually enjoy gardening. I'm getting old, girl. Oh
Lord, but it's so relaxing, and then
it is. You will never believe I've gotten into gardening and golf. They're so fun. And believe it or not, I'm actually good at it. My first time golfing, I golfed the full 12. Everybody was stopping and looking at me, and I learned how to do it from a YouTube video. I learned how to hold a club from a YouTube video, and I went out there and hit the full 12. And people start coming up, was like, "Hey, you're new around here. How long you been golfing?" And I was like, "Oh, today's my first day." And they didn't believe it, so they start saying, "Hey, come over here. Do you believe this is our first day? Do you believe?"
Listen, you know what I'm into, and I want us to do a tournament or something. Pickleball.
Girl, I'm a girl been past that.
Listen, pickleball.
I gotta go start jogging to get my cardio, my stamina up.
Listen,
girl, you lay down on that floor.
Now, if I can do it, you can do it.
I don't know about that. You don't give yourself no credit. You a beast. I don't know. When it comes to certain areas, I don't want no smoke. I'll be the scorekeeper. How about that? I'll get cute in my cute little tennis skirt, the little outfit with the little sun visor, and I'll keep score. I will have your towel and your water bottle on deck.
Hilarious.
Down.
This girl said, "I will keep score."
Pickleball. We have to do a test run because I ain't trying to get out there. Now I'll do something like ultimate frisbee.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
We gotta get it together. I know something we will do together. Brunch, mimosas.
Baby,
we always on point with that.
But you know, I like to cook now, so I throw it down. You know,
we need to do a slumber party, an adult slumber party where it's just our network, our group of immediate
are you
people.
hosting? Did I hear that? Did I just hear that? Are you hosting?
I can host. I'll do that because you always host. I don't mind hosting. I will host. And I know you ain't gonna let me just host. You're behind. If I tell you don't bring nothing, you're going to be disobedient and you're gonna want to bring something.
I mean, duh.
If I'm hosting, that means you always host. Let me take it off your plate. Just sit back and relax.
Okay. Say less.
How they do for the other people? Bring some napkins, some paper plates, because she don't do dishes, but I can load the heck out of dishwasher though. Y'all want to see me when it comes to that dishwasher, baby. Spotless. It look like
I've never in my life used a dishwasher.
Me neither. Until I got grown and got my own house, and I said, I'm an adult. I ain't got to wash them by hand no more. Baby, them things come out crisp. I get the expensive.
Oh my goodness.
Now, if it's like my pots, I don't put them in there. I'll hand wash the pots. But like your plates, cups, silverware, don't nobody want to see me line up. Everybody can take a number. I'm the best dishwasher loader ever.
The dishwashing challenge. Hilarious.
I can cook my behind off, honey. Y'all probably gonna
that's right.
Make it for you, huh?
I don't know. I'm down for, I will have to have an allergy conversation when we meal planning.
I forgot about that.
Not going to the hospital. Good. We can't forget that. But I am so excited. I'm so honored to have had you. I'm gonna wrap it up. Mama is tired.
Girl, and I still gotta cook dinner. I don't blame you.
And you still gotta cook dinner. No, I didn't even eat dinner.
You're gonna eat something. Don't make me DoorDash you some food.
I had a breadstick and I'm full. I'm not even hungry. I'm not even hungry.
You're past that point of delusion. Like, when you're so hungry that you're no longer hungry.
I don't eat after 8:00 because listen, that's how I keep.
Drink you some hot tea.
That's how I keep from blowing up because I got poor eating habits.
As Jamaicans, we think hot tea is medicine. Go drink some hot tea.
Yeah. Yes, I can do that. I have an assortment of teas. But in closing, my sister, my friend, anything you want to leave these fine people who have tuned in with us?
Take advantage of the next 24 hours. She gave you her code. When you contact me, do the code Bubbles. Next 24 hours.
And feel free to share it. Even if it wasn't somebody on the live, share it. Y'all register this thing. Run it up. Get as many people. I want her to be like, girl, I need to hire an assistant for this next month. These people and showed up. Make that happen.
Be smart.
Make that.
Pay half. $250. You pay $250 and your friend pay the other $250 and y'all both go get y'all credit fixed. And now y'all both can contact her and go in on the house together. Get a duplex. Now you got a rental property. Be smart. Literally. You and your spouse, your significant other, take advantage of this for $500 in 30 days.
And money is the most common thing that people argue about in a relationship. Why would you not, if you're in a couple, if you're part of a couple, you're in a relationship with somebody, why would you not want you and your partner to go together, get your credit together at the same time? Mm-hmm. So the challenge has been set. The information has been presented. The options are available. I can lead you to water, but baby, the drinking is on you.
Amen.
Okay.
That's
amen
it.
And amen. All hearts and minds are clear.
Yeah. I'll be looking forward to you guys. Please make sure you say Bubbles because I'm gonna be like, what you talking about 2 for 1? I'm gonna play so dumb. So please use the code, share it. And yeah, let's make these the next 30 days your best days. Thank you so much for having me. It's always so much fun.
Thank you. It's always so much
And I
fun. We're going
promise
to
we're gonna leave when I
educate.
get back from Italy. I promise.
Yes. How long you staying this time?
Only a week. For real this time.
Only a week.
Because Italy is expensive. Out of all the places I've been, I've spent more money preparing for this trip than any other country I've been to.
What part of Italy you going to? Or do you want to?
Amalfi Coast. That's why it's so expensive. Who's gonna go to Italy and just go to like one part? You gotta do Amalfi Coast. Like
I can't with you.
Kardashians go there. Why can't I?
You can. You are.
And I'm extra, girl. I got my little scarves with my shades. I'm ready. You'll see the pictures, girl. I'm ready. You already know who I'm bringing with me. My mom.
Wait. Oh, I was like, wait a minute, what? And I thought that, but I was like,
anytime I'm traveling, that's so brace yourself. You about to be laughing. You know when me and mama link up, honey.
Me and my mother would be the same way. My mama is my twin. I don't know how I act just like that lady. I don't know.
That's my baby. I love her. You only get one. And if I'm living, she go live too. So I'm excited. Thank you again so much.
I love that.
Uh-oh, you're breaking up again. Uh-oh, did I lose?
Hello? Did you hear
me? There
you
go.
Oh man, we're gonna go. But if anybody, all of you out there, if you didn't get anything out of this, one nugget you can take away is this woman gets to travel the world and take her mother. Okay. She gets to take her mother on worldwide trips, have month-long stays in Asia. She is not punching a time clock anywhere else. All she does is this. Help people learn about other people's money, getting your credit together, getting funding, financing, lines of credit, trade, all things financial literacy. She is doing it and doing it at a high level. I haven't brought anybody to you before in this challenge. She is my first challenge guest.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, you are the first challenge guest. It's been me every night, just me. So I had to open it up with you.
Oh, you're so sweet. And that's why you're my favorite.
She does all of this. Yeah, she does all of this because she was a good steward of her credit. She had to learn how to repair her own credit. She started with self and did such a good job. She started with friends and family, and now she's
got clients in London and Africa, and yeah. God is good, man. God is good. God is faithful. I can't get off this live without giving credit to him. Sorry for whatever your religion is, but for me and mine's,
I ain't sorry.
God is so good. I get goosebumps when I think about him. The little Jamaican girl living the life that I'm living. You can't tell me there is not a God. So I just want to make sure every chance I get, I always give him the praise and the glory because I wouldn't be here without him. So that's it. All minds and hearts.
Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. I can't say anything else after that. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end this live because she just done gave the benediction. Okay. The collection plate is her link. Hit that I am Miss Class. That's the collection plate. Go ahead and get your credit together. Okay. Get your credit together, learn about business funding, learn about the trust and all the other things. Okay. I love you. I will see you soon. Have a safe trip, my sister.
I will. Thank you. Everyone have a great night. Love you all. Thank you so much.
Bye. All right. Bye.